You know what it is. You tuned in to the Notion Podcast. I'm here, Dizzy D Spill, with my co-host in the building.
Kalani Evans, man. What's going on?
Man, it's going, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm getting my bearings right and stuff like that. It's going though. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, how's it going for you, bro?
Mine is in Park.
Okay. That's not always a bad thing.
Mine's is in Park. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's like, yeah, what's going on? Like, man, everything is low key right now, and I'm not complaining. That's real chill.
I think that's the best thing when it ain't a whole lot going on, but you're not complaining.
Well, you know, that's the thing about it. It's like, you know how they be quiet before the storms?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just like you've been going at it nonstop and now there's downtime.
Y'all never talk about the quiet after the storm.
Huh?
Said don't ever talk about the quiet after the storm.
But I'm saying though, it's just like why not? Because like, you know, there's a quiet before the storm. Like, you know, something big is gonna happen. So
yeah,
you
for sure.
The downtime that you have, you know what I'm saying, and you appreciate it before it gets major.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like, you know, once we had talked about like I've been at it for 8 years with the brand.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, some downtime for the brand right now, and if that's all it's been for about 8 years. Taking a downtime or hiatus, that's kind of new, you know what I'm saying? So learning to slow down, adjust, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just feel like you always gotta do something. You gotta when you're an entrepreneur, you feel like you should always be on the clock.
You feel like you lacking if you're not doing something every day.
And then when you sit down and chill, it's like, dang, I know I could be doing something productive. And so it's like trying to get out of that mindset, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just like chill and relax
and it's even harder when you're wired that way too, like outside the business. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. But I've been able, and I'm still going to school, so that still has me working to some extent.
Shout out to school.
Yeah, they all right. And you know, I got a couple of books I plan to reread and research breakdown. So I tend to keep my mental working, but like, you know, just taking a step back and taking some downtime and just kind of exhaling, man. So yeah, it's kind of in Park right now as opposed to what it usually is, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's been like that for me too. I mean, but I can honestly say there's still things that I got on the website for the brand, but you know, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it or fake the funk, like, you know, having a child, you know what I'm saying, and getting adjusted to that. And then us doing the show, and then, you know, having your business. You know, people like to try to make it seem like that shit, or they, what's the saying? Oh, you make it look easy. Nah, ain't nothing easy about it. I'm not finna make it look easy. I want you to know exactly, you know, what entails when you decide to venture into these things, and then you have outside forces that are important to your life as well, and trying to balance that. And this is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a break. You have to regroup. You have to try different things that you haven't tried. You have to understand what doesn't work, so you can work towards
trial and error.
Yeah. So just between doing the show and then, you know, like I said, the brand is there. I still have inventory and stuff like that, but trying to come out with different ideas and then having different shoots and all that stuff, you know, that'll come later.
That's exhausting.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, what makes it more exhausting is sometimes you're not always motivated. That's another thing that I see online is there's a lot of inspiration, there's a lot of motivation, but, you know, there's this perception that you're like that 24/7, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. And if that was the case, then the greats wouldn't have bad games, you know, in sports, or entertainers wouldn't, you know, sometimes they don't have the best show out of their shows. And that's just because you're perfect. You're imperfect. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the reason for my hiatus.
Yeah.
I'm feeling some type of way about where the culture is at. And so
when you say culture, what part of the culture are you talking about?
The sneaker culture in specific. I mean, that's what my business is built off of. So, but I don't know. It's just things have shifted, have changed so much. And, you know, I know change is inevitable, but all change isn't necessarily progressive change.
Right. It's been more.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's just a change from what we're used to. That doesn't make it better.
Yep.
It's just changed from,
It just changed.
you know what I'm saying? It's, things shift, things transition, things evolve into the next form. Or I don't even want to say evolve so much, because I feel like evolving is like upward.
Yeah, it's like
movement.
an upgrade.
You know what I'm saying? It's not so much upward as it is lateral.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are still people who operate in that realm that I grew up in and that I'm a part of, that I'm still connected to. And then there's just...
And that change is affecting everyone differently too, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing about it is, like, in a lot of aspects, I got into things late.
Okay.
And I got into things late because while people were looking at shoes and seeing dollar signs, I was still looking at sneakers, and I'm in it for the love of the kicks and the materials and the colorways. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I get a shoe. And, you know what I'm saying? I drool over it, like, look at this. And,
yeah,
like,
you're still appreciating what's going on.
Yeah, they get a shoe and they move it. And then the whole thing about it is, like, you know, kicks used to drop 2-3 pair a month, which gave you time to appreciate, right?
Yeah,
bro, kicks drop every other day, every week. You don't have time to appreciate. Damn near don't have time to accumulate the funds. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like everybody's in it for money, and it's taking on this different form. And you see the StockX and Gold commercials and things like that.
That's crazy.
Everybody seems to like have some, they're aware. Everybody is aware of sneakers and you know what I'm saying, their impact. So everybody is upping their sneaker game. You know what I'm saying? When you see people like Skip Bayless flexing J's, you like, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I did see an episode. He was rocking the 11s.
Like, the only person that I've seen that does it, but besides I can't think of his name right now. Shannon. Besides Shannon.
Uncle Shay.
Besides him, Ernie.
Oh yeah,
Ernie Johnson.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just different now. And with it being different, like, it's taking on a form where it's like, yeah, I get it, I understand it, I'm not knocking it. I'm kind of late to the party, and with me being late to the party, I don't know if I want to stay. I
could tell you something that was new for me that tripped me out is the free promotion for StockX that other platforms or other shows are giving them. And I'll give you an example. I've been watching Power. Me and my wife been watching Power Force, right? And the first episode, it starts out with this big dog that just did like 15, maybe 20 years in jail, and he was the big dude that ran Chicago. And so when they were handing him his stuff back, they handed him the 13s. And they were like in mint condition or whatever. And dude was like, man, these go for X amount of $100 on StockX. And he was like, what? He was like, oh man, you can. And then he just gave them to him, and then he walked out in his socks. But the thing that I thought about in that scene is like, that's the norm now. You know what I'm saying? You know, the norm isn't to go to the store and get some kicks.
Well, malls are shutting down, bro.
Yeah.
Stores are shutting down. Foot Lockers, Foot Actions are shutting down. You know what I'm saying? Malls are shutting down because it's all about shopping online.
Yeah.
It's all about online shopping. And the pandemic played a major part in that, being stuck in the house. And at one point, everybody was stuck in the house with, I guess you could say, disposable income, because you're not spending as much if you're stuck in the house. And then, like, if you're...
anything you fluffing up on food, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like... you ain't burning as much gas. You know what I'm saying? You just had extra cash. And so people looking online and, kind of splurge and get a few extra things. And then now it's like you can go out and go buy stuff like, but Amazon could get it to me by tomorrow if I order before 3, and I don't really need it like right now.
You know what the backwards thing about that?
I am a Prime member.
I'm a Prime member too. The backwards thing about that,
you know what I mean?
Is like so with all the stores and all the malls and outlets shutting down eventually, these are the places that you go to showcase your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, with so many people not really or moving more cautious in where they're going and the amount of people that are there, it kind of limits your opportunity. I mean, I had a conversation with you all the time. I got all kinds of stuff that I want to wear that I haven't worn yet, because 1 minute you got to wear a mask, 1 minute you don't. There's a new variant, where you can only have capacity, and it's too much thought to just even go out and enjoy the times, let alone try to showcase how you put together a dope fit with some dope kicks.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm wearing my mask everywhere.
Yeah.
And the thing for me is just like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. There might be like a couple choice pieces or kicks that I don't pull out. Outside of that, though, I be wearing everything everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Like my sis had a little B-Day event, a winery. I pulled up mask on the whole time, but Travis Scott sixes and custom piece I designed for myself.
Well, maybe I need to get out more, man. I don't know. Shit.
Bro, that's the whole thing. I don't even be getting out. I just get like, bro, I'll get dressed, run to the bank, run a couple places, and be back in the house fitted.
Yeah, you do, because I could tell. I'm like, dude, it's too early. I know he ain't went nowhere at 7:13, and he got on a full fit.
I be trying to get the places before people, bro.
Yeah, well, I feel like you the first one there, because you be
grocery
up.
shopping, you know what I'm saying? Like early runs to like Walmarts and the Targets.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, get that out the way early.
I respect it.
I don't like people.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that way, in a sense.
I am. It's just uncomfortable. Like,
it seems like everything is kind of related, because I mean, we were talking about, when we say like, the difficulties with the business and some of the things that we deal with. I mean, some of the stuff, like I said, to be honest, instead of bullshitting people on social media, people make shit difficult in general. They make things they are now. You know what I'm saying? And
there's just a disconnect in communication because everybody's used to texting and social media communication and DMs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. It's just a disconnect. Once people learn to really communicate, and understand there's two parts, you have to listen. You can't just be all talk. Listen, don't just hear them waiting for your turn to talk.
Do you think that time will come, man? Or?
Who knows? Shit,
with everything, I mean, there's great things about being alive right now. The way we have access to things, the amount of information, even sometimes it's too much information, but it does seem like at times, the meaning behind why we do certain things, why certain things like a handshake is important or a meeting is important,
I'm not real big on shaking hands after the pandemic. What was that? He was that demolition man? You better hit me with a.
I will not.
Just.
I'll chuck the deuce still or something like that.
Air dap.
Yeah, air daps or something. We gotta come up with something better than that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going out like
the
that.
Wax on.
Yeah, I'm Team Simon Phoenix. He was breaking all the rules. But yeah, man. It is important though, like, to take a step back with things that we work on, or things that's going on, and
just in life sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Get recalibrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's necessary.
And then when you get back to it, you kind of get a little bit of motivation back that you probably could have lost during, before that time period. So yeah. But
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Like we're not making no guarantees. We just throwing stuff out there that are.
I'm realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But it don't always happen like that.
I think that's slowly coming back.
Hit me in my DMs. Like, yeah, I took a break and I ain't feeling it. You said, like, yo. Results may vary. I don't.
You have to use that very often.
Yeah.
The results may vary.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional at giving advice. I'm just telling you this is what I do.
Some of the things I'm professional. I can't give advice that over the air. So there's that.
Yeah, I feel it. Yo, check this out, dog. So, how much do you know about Joe Rogan?
The white guy from Fear Factor. Right?
Yeah.
All right. He makes people eat roaches and bugs and do scary stuff, right?
Yeah, they can't show that on TV no more.
Oh.
But
is it not vegan? It's not gluten friendly.
Maybe, man. It depends on how they cook it, man. I don't know.
It's raw.
I mean,
yeah.
Man, I'm gonna send you something later. But I've had conversations with people about the whole use of the N-word. And I mean, I don't want to make it about Joe Rogan, but I know we had a small conversation about it. And I mean, what is your take? Because I did hear a good point, but it's just, to me, it's still just a good point.
There are no good points.
You don't think so?
Not in his favor.
Oh no. Well, that's the weird thing. It was kind of in his favor, but kind of not. It was just kind of like just for conversation's sake. But I mean, as far as your take, I mean, how do you?
He should not be using that word in any sense, shape, or form whatsoever, at all.
Mm.
And if he uses it in private behind closed doors, that's fine. But out in public, on the air, conversation, yeah, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
For you, why do you feel it's unacceptable? Just in your opinion, how?
Well, I mean, like, the word itself is derogatory. It's negative.
But their security blanket for that. Well, you guys say it, and
First of all, we don't say it with the ER. See, the ER is where So
there's content because I haven't seen.
I've seen.
Well, it's bleeped. It's bleeped out where I.
It's not content. It's not bleeped out where I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
See, I've seen it, and it's ER. Yeah, it's not GA like we use. And the thing about it is the way that we use it, it's used as a term of endearment in majority of cases.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the way that it was. When it came about with the ER, that means ignorant. Feel me? Stupid, unaware, ignorant.
Right.
So I don't appreciate anybody using that word. Like, the thing about it is, like, even with us, I don't feel like we should be abusing a word just based on the fact that there's better words and better terms that we can use to acknowledge each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, even at the end of the day, even though the way that we use the word is not meant from what it's derived from, it's still derived from a negative word. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, tomato.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's the thing about it. It's like, if you don't even have that understanding, which those outside of our hue don't, then to them, it's the same word. So for them to say it, after seeing us say it, like, oh, well, what's the difference? I'm like, what's up, my nigga? That's what I see. They're saying nigger. No. You see what I'm saying?
Lose the ER or end up in ER.
But there's a disconnect in the understanding behind that, because for them it's the same word.
I feel like it's not a disconnect. I feel like people are playing.
Well,
because they know
in a lot of cases, yeah,
they playing and they trying to act like they're what's the word, oblivious, or didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that there was a difference.
The whole thing about it is like this, though. It doesn't matter if there's a difference or not. You shouldn't be using the word,
right,
in any shape, form, or fashion. Right. If you call yourself being, woke and proactive and whole, I can't think of the word right now, but being with this forward movement and equality and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Then why would you, of a different race, even want to use any sense of any term that refers to people being ignorant, especially a specific race, if you're looking to move away from that and get further ahead? Why would you even want to use that type of terminology?
That's a good question. Why even walk the fine line to begin with? Because
we're trying to move forward and we want to forget about race and everybody is equal and and all this, and then you want to talk about you a nigger this and it's contradictory. It doesn't add up. You feel me? And you can't talk about wanting us to forget about this and move forward and being equal and trying to, progress as a nation, as a people, and y'all running around here using nigger.
Well, I heard a perspective that this all popped off because, and I feel like Vlad even talked about it, because I do watch some of Vlad's content from time to time, and he talked about this kind of sparked as a distraction with him saying something about the vaccine. And so what they did is they went back and pulled up old content, because I guess this content where he was doing this was like 10 or 12 years ago, because he has strong opinions about the vaccine. So it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll just pull out this negative that you did right here.
He was sharing the information he was given about the vaccine was false. That was something that I heard, that he was giving false information about the vaccine, and then it was crazy how it shifted from that, because I heard about that, and then all of a sudden it was about people wanting to remove their music removed from the same platform that he's on, and it being due to him being racist, or and I'm like, well, how did that happen so fast? Like, at 1 minute it's him giving false information about the vaccine and people not wanting to be connected to that, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, he's using the N-word and he's racist, and I'm just like, I guess he is just a hot topic, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, he just keep dropping the ball, huh?
Well, they mixed it. They made it. Well, what I heard from somebody is that they were trying to figure out a way to take him out by the whole use of the N-word thing from the past, because of vaccine information that he was giving out, and the government or whoever the higher authority.
Like how once Kevin Hart was picked to host the Oscars, they want to go back to 7 years ago.
Whoever the powers that be that disagree with you, we're gonna pull up some old shit that you did to kind of spank you on the ass about something we didn't like that you're doing or liking that you said. And so for that person's perspective, it's like, oh, they're just using black people, you know what I'm saying, because they disagree with his opinions about the vaccine, which I'm like, well, that's pretty common.
It's crazy, because the thing is, it seemed like I heard more about, the race card on, dealing with him than I did about the vaccine.
One thing I will say is, I feel like we always have a right to have an opinion about, who's using the word and their intentions. But I also feel like when somebody like Joe Rogan, I don't know how big his black audience is.
It don't even matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how big his audience is. Like, that's irrelevant. I feel like everybody, regardless of your color or lack thereof, should be getting away from the word in all variations.
Yeah.
Because nothing positive comes out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nothing positive does come out of it.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we use the word. But I myself even try to limit my use of the word. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can use better words to describe people. And if I feel like you are ignorant, then I'll say, you say ignorant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let's just dumb it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get straight to the point. Like, so it just, I feel like we should get away from all words that are connected to derogatory, racist meanings, negative. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a specific racist word for Mexicans and different minorities, right? Ethnicities, correct? And we
pretty much every ethnicity.
And we should be doing away with all of that if we are looking to grow, right? And it's about understanding that those words affect those people from those cultures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. It's offensive. And 9 times out of 10, it's unnecessary. I feel like when you use those words, you're looking to strike a chord. You're looking to piss somebody off or affect.
You're definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
If you're not
because,
black and you're using that word, you're looking for a reaction regardless.
I've seen videos where it's like, well, like I remember when he's like, I'm going to say it. I'll say it. He's like, and before he could even finish, he was like, you near, and he whooped this, and it was like, bro, you knew it. That's why he said, I'm gonna say it. Like, when he shoots, like, come on, you know better. Or now it's just like and then spit on somebody, and then it's like, now they gotta whoop your ass.
Yeah,
you're being offensive and disrespectful. All this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so people are aware of what these words mean more than not when they use them.
So for sure,
why even use them? And if you're looking to get that type of response, then maybe you should be looking about seeking mental health, because why are you trying to rile people up and be disrespectful? What is that about?
Man, that's the wave right now. It's anything to get views and clicks. What I will say, what I will say is going back to my point about his demographic was because that was a point that was made to me about him being used, and I felt like I could see how somebody is, will create a narrative to try to take you out another way. But the reason why I brought up his black demographic is, if we're not even a big part of his viewership or whatever, then it's kind of hard for me to believe that is the reason why this conversation came up, because people get shit dug up on them 24/7. It's just like Nick Bosa from the fucking San Francisco 49ers, right? He said some wild ass shit before he got drafted. You know what I mean? And I guess if you're a Niner fan, y'all let that shit fly. Still got the jersey, whatever the case it was. But shit is always resurfacing from what people say in every single profession. So like, I address that because I don't want the word itself to be something that, like how you just broke everything down and you said it shouldn't be used on all levels. I didn't want that to minimize the fact that it shouldn't be used because, oh, you know, somebody over here, they're just using this person for the fact that they said it's for a whole nother agenda. Like, regardless if you're bringing up old shit or not, and we find out, you're going to get spanked on the ass for it.
Shouldn't be that comfortable using the word. It shouldn't be using the word, period.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care. No, it's not okay.
Yeah, it ain't.
Like, and that's the thing about it. Because I'm gonna be honest. Like, you asked me who he was, I told you. I'm talking about a show they don't even air no more. you see what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you about the topics discussed on this podcast because it's not relevant to me. He's not relevant to me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not in his demographic at all. He's not somebody I'm checking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like,
so let me ask you that then. Like, as a people, if motherfuckers are running around doing shit like that we ain't even checking for, should we as a culture still take the time to spank them on the ass for the violation?
Yeah. If you out of pocket, you out of pocket.
Okay.
If you out of pocket, you out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, you have to be checked. And if you've been doing it this long and it comes up now, then that means that you've been doing it and you probably been doing it behind closed doors and everything because it hasn't been checked. Mm-hmm. Because it's coming up now and it's a surprise to everybody. Mm-hmm. Because now it's being put on spotlight. He been doing this for hella long, but he's not relevant to everybody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like he's underground.
Yeah.
He underground and he been doing this for so long. Now he's doing something that's affecting higher ups. They want to pull some stuff out and put the stuff on spotlight so now everybody can see it. But a lot of people like Joe Rogan, they saying the same thing. The dude from Fear Factor? He got a podcast?
Yeah.
Last thing I seen, he had a stand-up on Netflix 3 years ago. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's like, where is the relevancy? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, is it disrespectful and unappreciated? 100%. Has he ever been on my radar? Not in the least.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, I'm not checking for him. Mm-hmm. But if something's brought to my attention about him being, you know, racist and disrespectful, then I feel like that's something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. I also feel like, to that point, it also depends on what you decide to consume and digest.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
because I say that because I talked to somebody, same conversation, and I said I haven't really seen anything about it but one time. The first time me and you had a small conversation, like, yo, you hear about what happened? I was like, nah. But then the first time I ever seen it, because of the type of content I follow, it was a luxury content, a luxury page that I follow where they give you like motivational things, and then they posted, like, I guess, you know, everybody got to post some kind of news to stay within the algorithm. And I was like, yo, this is the first time. And I had already heard about it. It already been a couple weeks since me and you first talked about it. That was the first time I seen on my timeline. And when I was talking to this person, it was like, for real? And I was like, yeah, I haven't really seen it because of what I am consuming.
Okay. And so in the way that it was broke down to me, I seen a video and it was posted by India Irie. Okay. And
because I heard she had a mouthful to say about it.
Well, because the thing about it, she was like, well, she showed clips and it had to be like, you know, 15, 16 different clips.
Damn.
Using the word, right? It was just like a little breakdown. He was, you know, where he's comfortably just saying this word on the air.
How do you write that apology?
And so after that, she was just like, yeah, I asked Spotify to take my music off of the platform. She was like, Spotify is built off of the back of the streams of the music.
Right.
And we only see so much of a percentage from the streams, but you're taking the same money that's made from our streams and you're turning around and you're paying somebody who is being racist on air. I don't want to contribute to that, so take my music off the platform. And in that instance, it makes so much more sense for somebody of color to speak out and say something like that. It's because, like, I don't want to be on the same platform as somebody else, especially if I'm helping to fund the airwaves for them to be able to do what they're doing, and I don't agree with it.
Yeah, you don't want to carpool to work with a racist, right?
So
that's how. I mean, that's the first thing. That's the first analogy that popped in my head.
And so that's how she went about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, though, they eat solely off of streams. So that's a bigger decision that they have to make.
It's a bigger sacrifice for a greater cause. Yeah.
To my understanding, out of the streaming platforms that there are, Spotify is on a lower level of the percentage that is paid to artists.
Right.
So depending on, where you're really at and the base of your following is might determine how you go about things.
Right.
So it's crazy all the way around. I personally, I've never really cared for the guy, you know what I'm saying? I can't say he's a good or a bad person because I don't follow him or rock with him like that. I just know that, you know what I'm saying?
That was
he's
out of pocket.
Yeah. And he shouldn't be using that word. It's disrespectful and he needs to learn from that.
Do you ever feel like our culture is too lenient on just like letting people in the door to kind of...
It's not even too lenient. It's just that like, it's the people in power don't do what they should.
Okay.
Like,
I see what you mean.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if he had been using gay slurs, the people in power in the LGBTQ they would have lynched him.
I don't even know if he would
excuse the term because in that term is, you see what I'm saying? But they would have hung him out to dry, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like the baby is a great example,
bro. It's like the black movement doesn't have that power.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and that's
You're absolutely
it's
right.
sad. Like we don't like, you know what I'm saying? We just
because if we did, there would have been examples made of people already to where they wouldn't have been comfortable to do that. You're absolutely right.
The BLM movement was laughed out, bro. It was laughed out. Like it lasted for a minute, and then certain things started coming to light that just like, people in charge and people over there, and the way things are. Stop playing.
Well, the other thing,
serious.
The other thing about that is I always believed in the statement, never believed in the how it was organized. That's why I've never said it. I definitely believe, Black Lives fucking matter for sure. It's probably our first time ever hearing me say that, but it was
the movement,
and I always try my best to dissect and deconstruct, really look at something before I just say I'm a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people see 2 or 3 people they familiar with doing it and they roll with it.
I don't. How hard you see me a part of that movement?
Never.
Boom.
Never. And there's a lot of us that feel that way, and it's, dude, I don't know the fine print. I don't know the details. I've never been to swim with the other school of fish. It's just, nah, but you're absolutely right. And I think that's the bigger part.
Like, they did a lot of rallies. They got some streets changed, and then, some places painted on the streets for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They made some day a holiday. Was it Juneteenth? They made Juneteenth a holiday. And I mean, that's cool, but I mean, Juneteenth is really a holiday for those in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what of value, what was done that was valid that will, help the generations after us? Huh?
Well, none.
Bro, how long was they abusing Asians before they put laws and legislation in place?
ASAP.
Hate crimes.
ASAP.
Right?
ASAP.
How long have they been doing that to people of our hue and no law, no legislation?
Nothing.
So, like...
Great conversation, though. We get some conversation, but nah.
There's no... It's like there's never any power behind the movement the way it needs to be. It's like the people in position don't want to lose their position. Yeah. They're scared of that. They're scared of speaking out for, what's right and,
That's crazy because when it comes to us, it's like that. But when you just broke down different groups, different movements, and different beliefs, creeds, and shit like that, and
but that's because
they're fearless.
There's also, it seems to be honestly a lack of respect for our race.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me?
And I feel like that's a global agreement. To keep it real,
it's a global agreement. But the thing about it is, everywhere acknowledges it, but here,
yeah.
You can go to other countries and they'll tell you how your country is wrong for how they treat you. Like, that's like, what?
Well, I've corrected somebody in the past, saying something stupid to me like that when I was in my early Clubhouse days, and they said, you Americans and this, that, and the other, blah blah blah, and I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, you breaking down how we get treated and shit like that. I mean, how much of an American do you think black people over here really feel like they are? So you should kind of be, I don't know, a little bit more educated on your point. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that, us as a people are trying to be divisive or, fuck this or fuck that. It's almost like the flag shit, that there's people that still don't fucking get it. You know what I mean? Eminem kneeled at the fucking, at the Super Bowl, not during the national anthem. And it still is a fucking conversation for what I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like some people just argue for argue's sake. They don't even really understand why they're arguing, but because these two over here that they fuck with is arguing about it, it's a lot of movement in bullshit like that. A lot of it. And that's part of the reason why I said earlier, like, I'm not just gonna be down repping something just because they say the trend, but I like the word hype because I feel like that word is attached to so many different things. Even though we talk about sneakers and shit a lot, that fucking word is attached to damn near anything that makes headlines. It's hype.
That's part of the reason certain things make headlines.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's hype or to drive hype.
Yeah. And they're both deadly.
Well, because, there's a lot of sheeple out here and they're being led by the news, which is being controlled by the higher ups. Yeah. So, there's that.
I made a fucked up comment, and I'll make it on the platform. I made a fucked up comment privately.
Do it again.
I'm gonna say it. But this artist that I know, local artist that I know named Andre Elix, he had posted a really good I guess dissertation about his disdain about the Kanye and Kim Kardashian situation, right? And I left a comment because I was really feeling what he was saying. And basically we were saying the same thing, just not to each other on two different occasions. And I just, for example, us talking about hype and all this shit, I've told my wife on several occasions, man, I don't even care. Like, whatever is going on, all the bullshit, I was like, I really don't care what they got going on. They don't have our fucking problems. Whatever it is that they can do, they can go buy therapy for it. They can buy security for it. Whatever the bullshit that's going on, they have the luxury of actually handling the problem as it is. Why? And the crazy thing is it's only news for us. I highly doubt other celebrities, entertainers, and affluent people even give a fuck. But that's
news for me.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't care what any celebrities are doing outside of the reason why they are celebrities. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you come to me talking about Kanye, you better be talking about an album or a shoe. Don't even talk to me about Kim Kardashian because I don't know what the fuck she's famous for.
Right.
So what are you going to talk to me about? You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody was all hyped about what's them people's name? Rihanna and ASAP.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't even.
What is that? That does nothing for me.
It does nothing.
The only thing I saw when I saw the pictures was disgust. Why? Because you don't know these people and you're posting them. And two, she's showing her body and she's pregnant. Will you put some damn clothes on? Like, yo, that's not stylish. That was tacky. Put some clothes on. You carrying this man's baby. Like, Like I saw her step out in something. She had like on like a red like hooded like silk like jumper for some little. I was like, okay, that's appropriate. But everything else is like all cut out, belly out and shit. Like not my missus. I can't. That's unacceptable. And I mean, you can wear what you want, but I mean, let it be tasteful. And then once you pregnant, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
cover it up, keep it.
Yeah, it's not a maternity shoot all day, every day.
Man,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. But my point is like, what does that do for me? Me being wrapped up or concerned with or knowing about what celebrities have going on does me no good unless like I said, you coming to me for what they do. You're like, hey, Rihanna just dropped the album. I'm like, damn, it's been 6 years. I might want to listen to that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, A$AP Rocky just dropped new music. I was like, shit, I done heard a verse from him since. I don't think I've heard a verse from him. You know what I'm saying? But talk to me about what they're known for. Don't talk to me about their personal life. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I feel like personal should be personal and should be kept out of the limelight.
Well, no, that's fair because what the fuck are they doing that the average person ain't doing every day?
Like, bro,
what about that was different?
You know how many people took paternity shoots that weekend and was looking to post that shit and woke up Saturday to Rihanna's hype and was like, yo. Guess I'll wait till Monday.
It's that feeling of when you pull out your shoes and you go somewhere and everybody got those shoes the same time you did, decide to wear them that day. It's that feeling.
Yeah, school. Everybody's in the patent leathers. Everybody.
Yep. Lobster 7 different ways.
Your coach walked in with the 11s on. I'm going home. Nah, but it's just like, and that's the thing about it. Like, people, celebrities doing normal things and people being so wrapped up in it. And then they come out with this study that say people who are engulfed in celebrities' lives are usually those of lower IQs.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't see that?
I don't listen to no music. I don't watch movies.
No. It was well, that's the thing about it. It was something that was being shared on social media.
For the record, all these people I brought up were just names on papers. I don't know anybody.
Names on papers. Yeah, you got a notebook. But all right.
So there.
Lies. When I walked in, he was no.
He was still scrolling.
But yeah, man. So it's just.
But I think it's good to really point that shit out, man, and really address it. And I think it's important. It's important that we say these things mainly because the motherfucking notion. But but we gotta get some order. We gotta get some order in here, man. With the way society is being influenced these days.
Well,
you know what I'm saying.
But that's the thing. Like I said, sheeple.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not thinking for themselves.
Right.
They're allowing news and social media to lead and guide them and tell them what to believe and think instead of doing, the due
even
diligence.
what to talk about. I mean,
nobody wants to. The due diligence is not being done these days. That's all.
That's a good way to put it.
It's well, like you said, there's a lot of information out there, right?
Too much information out there.
Yeah, but the thing about it is like. It's only too much when you're actually trying to take it in.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, something as simple as if I want to look something up.
I can look stuff up.
Oh, me and you are different.
Well,
I'm getting better with that shit.
All right. Keywords, sir. Keywords.
Yeah.
Gotta use the keywords.
Well, back when Google first started, I didn't have to worry about this shit. All right, so you can call me the old dragon, but you know what? The fire hit different back then. All right. So I feel like it's an abundance.
Upgrade your gas.
We about
no more than 87.
We about to do another. I have to. That's my year.
91. 91. Premium.
I will not. My wallet decides if we doing 87 or 91.
Oh, okay. I just don't drive.
That too. Sometimes I don't have enough for either, and it's like, yo.
Yeah, you pulling up?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I will not.
Yeah. You heading to Target? Cool. Can you drop me off over to the joint before it?
What? Target is expensive.
Oh man, Tarjay. But you know what? There's certain shit you ain't got to deal with in there, man. That's why I prefer it, and it's closer to the crib. So I mean,
Well, if you do Walmart pickup, you just gotta go to the parking lot.
I never tried that.
Yeah, man. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Straight up, like it's cheaper on DoorDash than Instacart.
What?
Groceries.
Really?
Yeah.
You just dropped the gym?
Mm-hmm.
I had a fucking issue with their DoorDash last night, bro. It was all bad.
Well, the thing with
this nigga
DoorDash
kept my food.
Oh, bro,
it's crazy. And check it out, bro. If you listening, huh?
I just gonna say, did you chat with an agent?
I did. I really did.
You got your credits?
Yeah, I got my credits.
Boom.
But bro, I was a little hot.
I had an issue myself. I ordered from this sushi spot and I had grilled salmon and my shit was brown in the middle.
What?
Yeah.
Why they do that?
Nah. Why they serve me bad fish?
Yeah.
Thought they gonna get away with it. The sushi was good though.
How was you able to notice if it was in the? Well, never mind.
Yeah. You know I'm a chef, bro.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I got it, I was like, that don't look right. So I did a little dissect. I'm like, oh, they thought they were finna serve me bad fish. No. So I chatted with an agent. I got my credits.
Yeah, they tried to play me on the app. They was like, yeah, we'll give you $10. I was like, not if I pay $67. You're not.
Yeah.
I was like, I need you to run that.
The address says y'all in Frisco, so I'm pulling up $67 and give me 10. Nah.
And you replenishing the gas it took me to get up here. But no, I didn't know that. I'm actually trying a grocery thing. I didn't know that.
Well, it's like cause I frequent a Safeway because I do a lot of
bougie shopping.
Vegetables, fruits, and I like my stuff,
So, yeah, the produce is different. It is different when you go to places like that,
bro. So, but it's the same price on the app. It's like, and that's the thing, because you know how prices shift from in person to the app.
Yeah,
same price.
How about that?
And the crazy thing is some things are less expensive on the app.
Well, I probably should.
I have that.
Well, I don't know what the hell happened when I went in person, because I got paper towels and water, and that shit came out to like $70. I was like, how?
It's alkaline water and Egyptian.
I was like, is y'all charging me per minute for the cart? Like, how is this happening?
Egyptian cotton paper towels and 9.5 alkaline water.
Something, dog.
The price of inflation is everything,
bruh.
It's funny, but it's true.
I think everybody's feeling that inflation shit right now, dog.
Well,
everybody's feeling that shit. PG&E is this close to, man.
Well, the thing about it is it's the economy. The economy is trash.
Well, see, the economy was just shit a few years ago, and everybody was getting that free money. Now everybody complaining.
Wait a minute. Just let me finish. Don't go into brother mode. So look, the economy is trash right now. You got to think about all the issues that have piled up since the beginning of the shutdown with the pandemic, from shipping to distribution, so on and so forth. So, you got to think about the exports or the imports. Imports coming in, right? It's costing more to acquire and ship now because of all the issues and, the rates of things. So with everything going up, everybody else is having to pay more. So you're paying more to do the same things. That's first and foremost.
Right.
Anything you want to do outside of that, you're going to pay more than you normally would because of inflation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
it's a seller's market.
There's no stimulation. Well, somewhat, because those who are selling, people aren't really buying because they don't have the disposable income.
I'm sorry. Seller's market for things that are considered in demand. I'm sorry about that.
Necessity.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, though, like, there's not a whole lot of disposable income because, like I just said, you're paying more to do the same things. If you do something outside of the comfort zone, you're going to have to pay more than you normally would to even make that happen. Right. Now, on the flip side, cost of living has also increased.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wages haven't. So you have all these increases, inflation. You have all this stuff going on where you're paying more money, but where's the extra money coming in at, right? So, what was that? What was it called when people who are working through the pandemic were getting that extra pay? What was
essential?
That called? Essential workers?
Yeah,
that essential
workers,
pay?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no more of that.
Nope.
There's no EDD. There's no PPP. There's no stimulus checks going out, right? None of the tax credits or none of that. And on top of that, tax season is looking ugly because everything's been backed up from them trying to get everything else situated. So some people are getting paid out and it's coming, but it's slowly coming. And I don't think that's going to be enough to kind of give us the type of
That's why I did my shit ASAP.
Stimulating the economy needs for things to shake. So with that being said, budgeting is your best friend. You know, staying out the way.
Hey, bro, you see how I was going crazy getting noodles the other day? I have no shame on my game. I have about 6 or 7 packs of noodles in that bag, catching Pokemon on the way home. I don't care. Yes, I do it. It's free.
Hey,
it's free.
Hey, the whole thing about it though, it's like
I do play Pokemon. I don't give a shit.
Whatever's in your budget, man. But that's the whole thing: having a budget and making it work for you. Because I don't see things getting
and
easier.
I don't see no Lamborghini talking crypto and stocks either, because that shit is
anytime soon. Oh, bro, the stocks are trash. Crypto is trash. I looked at one. I had to liquidate some stuff. Like, won't get me caught up. Oh, what? What? Stuff has been plummeting. No, but I mean, like, it's just it's. People are like, man, it's this and it's that, but you have to really look at what's going on when you take a step back and look at where the economy is and the issues that it's had. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, where everybody is at. Everybody is kind of in the same boat and nobody knows it. Yeah. Because everybody's too busy being focused on their own issues. Yeah. But we're all dealing with the same type of issues, which is financial issues and, you know what I'm saying, uncertainty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The variables, because we don't know if there's going to be another variant. We don't know if there's going to be another shutdown. We don't know if things are going to get back to some sense of what we deem normal. Right? Because we want to lift the mask mandates and then it come back stronger and part of the country shuts down and then we come back. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's too many ups and downs. It's a roller coaster right now. So the only thing that is certain is the bullshit. So with that being said, the best thing you could do is stay to yourself, stay within your circle, stay in your lane, right? Live within your means, budget better, and avoid the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all you can do at this point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true, dude. I just
like, even going out is testy, because even with you taking all the precautions, there are people out here who aren't vaccinated, aren't wearing masks, are in big groups in everybody's face, sharing drinks, cigarettes, weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of mouth. But there's fucking a lot of carelessness.
It's all kinds of wild ass shit when you think about it.
A lot of carelessness as far as his health with what's going on right now. Yeah. Which means you have to be more on top of your game. But that just means that it's more of a gamble to go out, right?
Yeah. Everything is more of a gamble than what it used to be.
And I ain't never been one to roll the dice. I don't gamble. I play Xbox.
I mean, I did roll dice back in my day, but I
wouldn't even.
I got dust all these off. But bro, I mean, we are living in a different climate, and people refuse to believe that it's different, and therefore it adds to the uncertainty. Like, even when we take my son out, bro,
I don't think people are different. Refusing. I think it's just a lack of understanding.
Nah, them niggas, dude.
We struck a nerve. Y'all didn't see that. You didn't see his face. Y'all got this profile. I seen.
The reason why it's hard for me to believe that is because of the same word, hype, right? And there are people that literally don't listen to anything as far as masks or vaccination or giving you should just be giving a motherfucker 6 feet just because of personal space.
Fun fact.
So, what's up?
A cough and a sneeze can travel up to 10 feet.
Yes, it is. It can. Yes, I remember hearing that in the interview for a job. Yes,
to 10 feet,
and you're within fucking 5 or 6. So, since I became a parent, like, I really doubled down on the way I feel about. I already felt like certain emotions about certain things because of how many people I know that have, like, passed away during the pandemic, right?
But people be out in public ignoring personal space like a motherfucker.
No, bro. I've been feeling that way before 2020.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Just the other day, I was running around grabbing errands, and I was like, I had a little bit of a sweet tooth, and, like, I've calmed down on that a lot. So whenever I really get a craving for something, I try to indulge in it, because I don't.
He's being honest. We was at the store. He put everything back.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need none of this. I'm so
Proud of you.
I was like, I want a donut. I'm gonna grab a donut. It was still early, so I know they fresh and everything. I get in there, and the dude comes in, and he's already irritated me because he has a speaker, and he comes in playing his music in an establishment, right?
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Go ahead.
And I'm just like, bro, that is so disrespectful.
I can't stand motherfuckers like
place,
that. Yeah,
let
I can't
alone
stand
the
that
people
shit.
who
Dog.
are in here.
Yeah.
Like, turn it off or turn it down. And I was this close to turning around and saying something to him, but I was just like, I'm just not in the mood.
Just gonna get my donut and dip.
Yeah, please let me just. And so
Radio Raheem is in here tripping.
the people leave out, and so I step up a little bit, and then I move to the glass, and then I step back. When I step back, bro went from here to like right up on me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm still on. Could you step back a little bit? So I take a step back. I'm like, nah, I need you to move a few more feet back. Oh, bruh, like a month ago, I had to snap with somebody in the airport.
Oh, word?
Bruh, we're in line to get food.
You didn't even tell me about this on the phone.
I didn't. we were in line to get food, right? And you know, the line moves around. They have stickers on the floor. 6 feet.
Yeah, where
they
you're
have
supposed
stickers on the floor for you.
Pay attention to the stickers.
Stickers don't mean stand in between them. It means stand on them.
Oh my gosh.
So bruh gets close to me.
Preach. I'm gonna turn your mic up.
He gets a little closer, and I'm like, I need you to step back. Huh? I need you to step back. What? Step back 6 feet, bro. Like, I had to, and you know me, I'm not a loud person.
Nah.
So if I gotta get loud, you wanna act like you don't understand English?
And your shit was probably echoing in the airport.
You wanna act like you don't understand English?
Right.
You know, you gonna get these words.
Yeah.
So then he stepped back, feeling embarrassed, but bro, why are you in my personal space anyway? Like, and that's the thing that throws me off. Like, why are you in somebody's personal space off top? And then if you want to throw the pandemic on top of that, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like, you like, and then all of a sudden, let's be honest. I am an African American man. When people want to start being all close to us anyway?
Right. Right.
Because as soon as I turn around and I say something, or I bump you, or I do something you don't like, now you're offended or you feel some type of way. I will offend you on purpose. Please don't play with me.
Right.
If you ever see me in public, give me 6 feet, please, for your own safety.
Right. Nah, that's real, dog. I never understood the reason why you gotta stand so close to a motherfucker you don't know.
Bruh.
I never understood that. Like, I don't think I'll ever understand it. But like,
what are you wearing? JoJo Boffer, man? Like, nigga, get off me. She's like, bruh.
No, the wife had to check a woman at the hospital one time. We was taking a little man for an appointment, and we're on the elevator, right? And the crazy thing is they were like waiting, bullshitting, right? And then we jumped right on the elevator. And I don't give a fuck how you feel. There was a very larger woman, and then there was a pre-larger woman next to her, and it's me, my wife, and the baby in the stroller, and they were really about to get on. Not to mention the elevator said 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Per elevator in the hospital during the pandemic, and so they're about to walk on and shit. And she was like, "Oh, we're all getting on the elevator, or what? What's going on?" And then the lady stepped back and was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that only 2 people and a baby." And she was like, "I don't give a fuck." Kept pressing the button, whatever the case it was. But the lady was trying to say something smart, you know what I mean, about not being able to get on the elevator. But my whole thing is, why are you arguing? This is what y'all got to understand, you weird motherfuckers that do this shit. Okay? Why are you arguing with wanting to stand close to somebody that don't want you on them?
I mean, you know,
I've never understood that.
Respect personal space, man.
I've never understood that shit.
People don't respect personal space. That's all.
But why you want to be all up on a motherfucker, man? That's crazy. It's insane to me, bro. Like, I would like for somebody to break that down.
Don't get, you know.
I do understand.
Or I don't know.
I do understand, but I still speak up and say something like other cultures, because I know in other countries, like
nah, I don't care. We in America.
I know that.
Adapt.
So
if you speak English,
yeah,
and you adapt.
No, I say something regardless. But when I question like why people do that. When people do that shit,
why you push him? He didn't understand English. I try and get a point across. Shit.
Now help him up. This nigga, let me pick your tomatoes up, man. My bad. I just needed you to give me space.
No, I'm not helping.
Nah, bro. I get like how people may not comprehend sometimes, and I'm here to teach you. But like, come on, man. Stay the fuck. Especially when black folks do it, that shit pissed me off even more because we know the rules. We know the rules. We've been knowing the rules our whole damn life.
So you ain't been in your manual lately? Okay. I need a refresher right now. Chapter 2.
Straight up.
Subsection 3.
Straight up.
Verse A.
Read it.
You see that? Yeah. Back the fuck up. Space at all times. You see I said space at all times?
At
in
all
parentheses?
times.
Yeah. At all. Everywhere.
This time too.
Yeah. Everywhere. Funerals. Weddings included.
Yeah.
No, you keep that. I got a couple manuals
probably
at home.
Need to come out the Notions Black People Manual. We probably should.
I don't know if everybody would agree with that.
No, they have no choice. We said you should have came out with the book first. All right, this is what the rules is. God damn it, we don't have time for this shit.
That nigga said first.
Yeah, we came out with the book first.
Use it right there.
Right. You see, that's an example. Get the fuck up out of here.
Y'all be smooth.
Yeah, y'all be smooth. Anyways, thanks for listening. You've been listening to the Notion Podcast with your boy Dizzy D Spill here with my co-host in the building,
Lonnie Evans.
And give people space. If you cough on me, I'm swinging. And we don't care about Kanye and Joe Rogan and all of these niggas. All right, we got bills and shit and real life shit. All right, we out.